Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. For this video, I have a tackling my to-do list. I had so many things on my to-do list that I have been putting off for months now. I finally got some motivation, or honestly, I just snapped. This is what normally happens. I just get so sick of looking at everything that's bothering me every day and seeing the to-do list and it just like consuming my mind, and finally deciding to do it. The energy does play a big part in it, but most of the time this is just like spur of the moment. Like, I'm so sick of this, I'm just gonna get this all done. I don't care what is in my way. I don't care if I have all the kids with me. I don't care if I'm hungry. Usually on these types of days I like don't eat. I'm just very focused on getting everything done, and I'm a little cray for that, but this is how I get it done. And this usually happens to me when it is most difficult, like when Patrick is at work and I'm at home with the kids and I don't have anyone to help with the kids. It's usually when I have the energy and the motivation to do this. So it's just really chaotic, but you know, I try my best and normally I'm able to accomplish it. It does take me like a full week. This whole entire video is through the span of about a week and a half. Christmas decor is honestly so overwhelming to me. I don't ever want more than what I have right now. It's overwhelming to put it out. I think it's just because it's the most decor I have for any holiday. I feel like a lot of people can relate to this, and putting it away is so tedious. Like taking the hooks off the ornaments, putting the hooks into a bag, trying not to get those tangled up, but they do get tangled up regardless, trying to organize the ornaments away, taking the little tiny ornaments off the girls' trees, putting their trees away. One thing that helps me though with their little tiny ornaments is I use a Ziploc freezer bag, put their names on them, and put all of their ornament and their accessories for their tree in those bags, so it's easier for next year. And also they don't fight over the ornaments. I just give them each their bag and they can decorate it how they want. For every single holiday, I will always gather up the decor first and then lay it out on my dining room table. It will all fit on the table and I can see everything I have, and also be able to put it away the right way to where everything will fit in the bin, because I try not to buy new bins. I've had the same bins ever since I bought this decor, and my goal is to just be able to all fit it in that same bin. If I can't fit it, then I have too much decor and I probably need to get rid of some stuff. And also it helps me for next year when I go to pull it out. I usually organize it in the same way that I decorate, so it's easy for me to just like take everything out and put it in the dining room, because the little section that I put it away as goes in the dining room. And anything with glitter or sequins goes into a garbage bag or a plastic bag so that it doesn't make a mess in the box, and when I take it out it doesn't make this huge mess either. Also, garbage bags are a great way to organize too. I always use garbage bags for bigger items. You can reuse them every single year as long as you don't rip a huge hole in them, and this is where I put their little mini Christmas trees just to keep them from like getting dust or bugs or stuff, because I do store them in the attic. And then I also take the seasonal pillow covers, blankets, stockings, and I wash those before I pack them away. And I was just putting back on the regular covers, and then I pushed all the decor to be taken upstairs once Patrick woke up, because I was not about to do that by myself. I was super exhausted, and this is what my kids did while I was decorating. So, you know, you fix one problem, but then you cause another when you have kids, because they gotta play, they gotta stay entertained. So I was just gonna go ahead and clean everything up, clean the surfaces, get everything ready for the reset for the regular home decor that I put out. I am so sick of the fake floral I have. I do like some of it, but look at how much of it I have, you guys. I have an entire box of it and I'm just so sick of it, but I truly don't know how else to decorate. Am I supposed to use real plants? Because I can't keep real plants alive. The girls got this gymnastics bar, and when we put it together I did not realize how big it was, so it kind of was stuck in that space for a little bit until I freed up room in the playroom, and then I was able to move it into the playroom. It barely fit through that door. I was hoping I wouldn't have to take it apart, and then I went ahead and I did a good vacuum in the dining room, because I am going to be carpet cleaning in this video. I do get to that later on, and so I wanted to make sure that all of the carpet was nice and clean before I did an actual carpet clean. And then I did the same for the rest of the carpet on the main floor, so in the living room, and I did like a slow vacuum where I vacuum way slower than I normally do. I got all under the couch. I vacuumed on the couch, between the couch cushions. I did not pull the cushions up, but I did do in between them. just trying to get as many crumbs, dust, dirt off that I can. And then Patrick woke up for the day. You guys know he works nights and I don't see him that much during the week, so this was the first time I saw him in like a few days, and he always cracks my back and we always have a pretty long hug. So this is what it looks like when you don't see your significant other for a few days. I had to leave this part in because it looks so funny. We look like Sims, but he was honestly just lecturing me on stretches that I need to do because I was in a lot of pain here. And honestly, he's so helpful when it comes to like my body pain and stretching and helping me get like pain relief. It's like, why do I need to go to a physical therapist and a chiropractor when I have Patrick? Anyways, after that, I felt so much better. I always do. It's crazy what a back crack and some stretches and a hug from your significant other can do to you. So since he was up and able to help me now, we went ahead and put away the Christmas decor. I usually climb in the attic and then he hands me all the boxes and I just slide them where they need to go. And then, of course, all the girls had to get a peek in the attic because we obviously never let them go in there, so they're always really curious about what's in there and what's going on in there. I was too as a child. I was always so curious about the attic, and I was always so excited when we were allowed to go up there. But now I understand why my dad didn't want us up there, because there's freaking nails hanging out of the ceiling, and there's like insulation that's toxic and whatnot. I was going through the 2T bin of clothes to grab some pants for Isla because she did grow out of the 24-month ones that she had, so I didn't want to pull the bin down. I was not in the mood for that. I just grabbed a couple pants so that she had a couple pants that fit her. And then I just wanted to go ahead and reorganize the playroom. It wasn't super messy. I just needed to reorganize it because Isla was in there a lot and she obviously doesn't understand organization that much. And then I went ahead and I turned the gymnastics bar just because I did not want their feet on the window. And yeah, that just wasn't a good idea to have it the other way. I did a deep vacuum in this room as well. And then I went ahead and I put the high chair that Isla has not sat in for months away. Finally, I folded it up and I just put it downstairs. I do want to get rid of this, but I just put it down there for storage and to get it out of the way. And then we moved on to the downstairs. And this was mainly the older girls, so I did pretty much make them clean this up by themselves, but I did help a little bit just to make sure everything was organized and to try to teach them, you know, how to organize and where to put their stuff, because I just reorganized those closets and I'm trying really hard to keep them that way. And then this was the next morning. This is all the new furniture pieces that I mentioned. These are from Costway. Shout out to Costway for sending these items. I am so grateful for these and I love every single new piece of furniture in our house. I actually have a lot of pieces from Costway. We have our deep freezer, our air purifier, our outside kid table, the fire pit that we have, the rocking chairs and a little table set outside. We have tons of stuff from Costway. It's all so affordable and it's great quality for the price. We really needed a new coffee table. Our last one was falling apart. This is the living room central table with lifting tabletop and metal legs from Costway. It is amazing. You can eat up here if you're like me and Patrick and you eat meals and snacks and watch movies after your kids go to bed on the couch. This is perfect for that. Or even just working, if you work from home, put a laptop on it. Your kids can do schoolwork on it. It's so nice. I have been loving it. It has tons of storage underneath and under the lifting tabletop. And it's only $119 on the site right now, so super affordable. Moving on to Isla's room, we decided to get her a toddler bed, move her out of the crib. All of the other girls, we went straight to a twin or a full-size bed, but with Isla, I just don't feel comfortable doing that with her yet, and her room is also the smallest room, so there's not a lot of room to work with in here, so we just decided a toddler bed would be best, and we wouldn't have to buy her a new mattress. She could use the mattress that she already had. So from Costway, we got her the classic design kids wood toddler bed frame with 2 side safety guardrails, and I got it in the color white, and this is only $109 on the site right now. It's super sturdy, really good material. It's really lightweight too, and it was really easy to put together, and of course Isla loves it. She's been loving it. She is a big girl now, and she has been sleeping amazing through the night as well. And they have tons more beds on the site, not just toddler size. They have other size beds too, really cute ones on there. And like I said, they're super affordable. And And then the next morning I got straight to work again. I was going to be putting together our new dining room chairs from Costway. I did get a new table, but that will be coming a little bit later on. So I was just getting the chairs put together and ready. I am in love with these. I always wanted chairs like these. These are the set of 2 modern dining chairs with the backrest. They are $109 for 2, super affordable, and I love how they turned out. I love Costway. It's so worth it, especially because it is so affordable. Make sure to check them out. They also have way more than furniture on the site as well. I will have the link in the description, and you guys can use my 10% off code, which is GSPKXOR, and that will get you 10% off on Costway.com. On this day, I went ahead and got a start on the carpet cleaning. I started with our runner rug in our entryway because this is the dirtiest carpet in the house, and you can see there's tons of dark stains on it. You can actually tell at the end where I cleaned recently where it's super white versus where all of that dirt is. This carpet cleaner I have is the Bissell Pro Heat Pet, I think is the name of it, and I got it refurbished from Ollie's years back. I think it was like 80 or 90 bucks. It was super cheap, but it works so well. I just use the recommended Bissell cleaner in it. Sometimes I'll add vinegar to it too. But when I carpet clean, I usually just saturate the area, and then I will go over it a few times to suck all the water up, and then I'll do like the rest of the sections of the rugs, and then I'll keep going over it until I'm basically sucking up no water. I just want to make sure to get all the water out. And since it's an area rug, I just put out these foldable chairs in the laundry room and I hung it up to dry, and it dried in like an hour because it's so freaking hot in this room. It's like 95 degrees at all times. And here's the dirty water bucket. Of course, my camera did not zoom in on this part, but you can clearly see how dirty it was, and that was definitely the dirtiest carpet in our house. And then I went ahead and I did the upstairs. I vacuumed it first, of course, because I never got around to vacuuming this carpet up here. I try to carpet clean every 6 months or whenever the seasons change. So whenever it is the end of summer going into fall, and then whenever it's like spring, but I'm doing it a little bit early this year just because the carpet has gotten so gross and it smells, honestly, and it really needed done desperately. So we did it a little bit earlier. The hallway up here smells so much better. It was smelling honestly so disgusting when you came up here, and there is the dirty water. As you see, it's not as bad as the runner rug, but it is still pretty dirty. The fact that the water is that dirty grosses me out, especially because we do not wear shoes in our house, especially on the carpet. There's a rare occasion where that will happen if I forgot something and I already have my shoes on, but we're not wearing shoes in our house daily. The kids definitely are never wearing shoes around the house. As I mentioned, I got a new dining room table, and that was going to be coming in the mail this day. So I was taking apart this table because I was able to sell it. I made $150 off of it. I did buy this table for like $700, so I got some money back from it, and I just set it out in our garage for the person to come pick it up. I put the screws in a little bag for them. Since my dining room had no furniture in it, this was a perfect opportunity for me to carpet clean before I got the new table. So I went around the carpet, and I actually was cutting out carpet right here, just very, very tiny pieces of carpet that had like Play-Doh stuck on it, food stuck on it that would not come out, slime, you name it. There was a bunch of it stuck in the carpet. And when you cut little pieces like this, it's not noticeable at all, and it just has to be done because there's no other way to get it out. I hate having carpet, especially in the dining room. I don't know why the person who renovated this house put carpet in here. They could have expanded the kitchen floor into the dining room. Maybe it's because that flooring is super expensive. I don't know, but I would love to eventually get hard flooring in this room because it's driving me nuts. Actually, ever since we got this new table, I have made a new rule that we're not doing Play-Doh or slime or anything like that in this room, but we still eat in here, obviously. It's our dining room, so food does still get dropped on the floor. And since so many things have been spilled and dropped on this floor, I did go both ways with the carpet cleaner. Sometimes I only go in one direction, if you know what I mean, but I went both ways, vertical and horizontal, and cleaned it both ways. So it took me a little bit longer in here, but it ended up coming out very clean. This was so cute. I had to add this in here. Isla wanted headphones and a vacuum like me. She was copying me. Here's the dirty water from the dining room carpet. I have no idea how, but it seems to be the cleanest. Next thing that I have been desperately needing to do, which my last vacuum I put off for way too long, and then I ended up sucking up water and it just got so gross I had to throw it away. I'm trying not to do that again with this vacuum. I'm trying to actually keep up with it. so I needed to clean it out. It looks like that inside because I vacuumed up cornstarch, and I learned my lesson there. I just didn't really know how else I would have cleaned that up. So I went ahead and I pulled the 3 filters out because they are washable. And then you guys, the brush roll, you know I shed like crazy, so this thing is always full of hair and it happens so fast. I have this little tool that I actually got with my cordless Tineco vacuum, which I love that vacuum because the brush roll does not get anything stuck in it. That's one thing that's great about it. I don't have to clean it out as much. All the hair goes into the dirty bin, but with a traditional vacuum, it's always going to happen. It's just something that I have to do. Like I said, honestly, I should probably do it more often than every 6 months, but that's normally when I will clean out the vacuum. All right, and that is literally enough hair to start a wig. I went ahead and I unscrewed the bottom of the vacuum, took that little attachment off so I could clean it, took the hose off so I could clean it. I started by wringing out the filters. I got them all wet and got as much dirt out as I could. I wish I had gloves for this, but I did not. It's fine. I washed my hands when I was done. And then I used some dish soap and some vinegar and just once again squeezed until the water ran clear when I wrung them out. And then for the HEPA filter, I use this harder bristled brush to scrub with dish soap and vinegar once again, and then just set those out to dry. And you want to make sure all these parts are completely dry. It might take a couple days for them to dry, so just plan in advance, you know, if you only have one vacuum. I rinsed out the tank as best as I could, and I used my laundry room only baby bottle brush for only cleaning stuff in the laundry room, like nasty stuff in the utility sink. I have these all over the house, and they have designated rooms, so this one is only for the laundry room, and I always bleach it after I'm done as well. And then I cleaned the rest of the parts for the vacuum, this bottom attachment part, and then the hose. The thing about hoses is that you think they're clean when you run water through them, but you have to let them sit there and soak. So I do really hot water, vinegar, and dish soap, and I let it soak for like 20 minutes, and I come back and bam, look at that. It actually wasn't clean. Even though the water was running clear, it gets stuck in those little crevices, and you have to really stretch the tube out to make sure you get all that trapped dirt. And then I let it hang to dry just like that, so that the tube is nice and stretched out and it'll dry and there won't be any trapped water. And then I let the rest of the parts dry as well. And then I went ahead and I finished the carpet cleaning. I was trying to only do one room at a time just because with kids it's kind of difficult. I didn't want them like running around in this wet carpet. That's not ideal. So I finished it up in the playroom, in the front room. And actually this water was a lot more dirty than I thought it would be. The first round wasn't that bad, like where the kids play, it wasn't that bad. I mean, it was still dirty water. It's nothing compared to what the next dump looks like. This was pretty clear. But once I got to the area right here where, you know, all of our shoes are, sometimes they'll step on the carpet right there when we first come home. And sometimes dirt and stuff gets dragged right there on that area. That water was a lot more dirty. As you can see, that was looking more like the rug in the beginning. So anyways, that's going to be it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you in my next one. Bye, guys.